have a stake in this budget of the money sent to the governor, the county government. So once the MPs begin to determine priorities at that level and impose them on the governor, how will the governor operate with the two powers, from the top, from the board, and from under, from the county assembly?
I think
it's a bit of well, that's food for
Mr. Makali, you are looking at your own creating an extreme position, which is good for, and you qualified from where you sit. Not all of us sit where you sit. We also sit elsewhere. And where we sit,
yes.
This perception that members of parliament or the senators are going to dictate the agenda, I think is where we are getting it all wrong. This is a forum for everybody. And from the bill itself, that agenda is generated by the county governor, of course using his structure, the executive committee.
Yes.
And the people we are saying are meeting here, they are not just your normal people. These are also people who exercise sovereign power of the general populace and given a mandate.
But at a different level.
Given a mandate, yes, at a different level. But they are not operating
at the national level.
They are not Martians.
Right.
They are not operating in air.
Right. You say that it's designed to bring everybody together, but it's also, to some extent, designed to check governors.
Yes.
Because there is a perception, isn't there, that governors have become a law unto themselves. And so Parliament is trying to address that.
I'll
come to you for your opinion, but let him answer the question.
I don't think it's, I think I like this. I don't think it's a matter of checking on governors. To be honest, development is not a personal property of any entity at the county level. Each one of us, including Ekwe Ethuro, who may not have interest in, and all of you, I mean, you want to go home and find a nice county, yes, isn't it?
Yes.
That's just interest, as a citizen of the republic. So, you as an ordinary citizen would have certain expectations. How about a leadership that has actually been given a mandate, that you deny them an opportunity just to discuss? And to the issue with Makali, which is worried for nothing. In terms of the formal institution, the county assembly will be final, and there will be no contest.
Okay.
That is very clear in the law.
Yes.
Which is very unlikely seeing the mood of the members of parliament, because they want control or to oversee the governance.
And by the way, even for members of parliament, this is also a forum in which even the CDF projects can be discussed. So you are actually creating a coordination so that you don't duplicate efforts. You know, a governor is saying, I'm going to do this road. An MP through CDF says he's also doing the same road. And that's why I was telling you, some of us are in development. And we know what it means when you leave these things not without a forum in which they can actually be deliberated upon.
Okay, fair enough, but address the perception, though.
Correct.
Perception.
Perception.
Yes. Address the perception, though, that a lot of what we're seeing at the moment, the focus on governors, goes back to the summonses, as you said, the snubbing.
Yes.
We did have a governor here who felt that the Senate could not summon governors, you know, the governor's council.
They're dead wrong.
Tell us why.
Yes. If you look at 96, each of one, protect, promote the interest of counties and county governments. Look at 2, participate in lawmaking affecting counties. Look at 3, determination of national revenue and providing oversight on the same. 4, providing oversight on state officers by impeaching the highest office holders of the republic. And then the governor is even given in the County Governments Act. It's not even in the Constitution for the impeachment process. You see, so how do I protect and promote your interest? Give money to you, just take it. You can, you know, you don't report back. We have a responsibility on behalf of the nation. In fact, the sole responsibility, not the sole, one of the cardinal and basic responsibilities of a parliament is the people's watchman.
Okay.
Especially on their taxes.
Right. There's an issue of semantics. I just want to clarify
Correct.
this. They say they can be summoned as individuals, but not as a council.
In fact, we are doing them a favor. when we did the council, because what happened is we were acting on the report of the control of budget. You know, these are officers, independent officers we put, so that this kind of perceptions you want to create that senators are doing this is not being done in a vacuum. We have actually the report of the control of budget. We have not even started talking about the Auditor General reports. I don't know what they will say at that point. So we are saying instead of, and because of capacity, I mean, you have 47 governors, and the executive, 10 of them, 470. You don't want to call all of them to the Senate. So we felt we can just deal with the governors, the council, the committee of finance of the council, and look at the issues that the control of budget raised. First is for them to tell us, do they agree or not? Two, to give reasons, maybe why things happened the way they happened. And I'm sure all of us are reasonable. We live in counties. We can be able to know that, you know, we had teething problems with the transitional authority. There were issues of structures. But, you know, you are denying a national parliament an opportunity to explain.
If you find fault with them, what is your next course of action? Say you have detected financial impropriety. As Senate, as you've summoned them at the Finance Committee, what follows next?
What follows next is, at least I have a bit of experience also as a former member of Public Accounts Committee, where we're acting on the Control and Auditor General reports. People are reasonable. When an accounting officer comes before you and actually says, because you're acting on the auditor report, and he says, this is the way it is, then you ask the accounting officer to give an explanation. They will always write a memorandum, come and explain. It can be understood.
In short,
if there are other things, you know, if there are, like the Treasury will do a memorandum explaining that, yes, improve on we will improve on this, we'll hire more people, maybe we have limited capacity. And in the last 1 year, Senate is alive to the fact that we still have capacity challenges in the counties.
But in short, you cannot take any punitive action against them. There is no punishment.
By the way, we don't. We can only recommend for further investigations by the...
you can initiate, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the perception that there is animosity between senators and governors? That throughout the country, many senators and governors don't see eye to eye in many of them. And therefore that rivalry is the one that is bringing these problems, because the governor is called Your Excellency, he has the money, the senator is nothing. What do you say about that?
I would admit that there are difficulties in some counties, not all. There are members of parliament and senators who have excellent working relationships with their governors. But there are others who have challenges, just like I would imagine 4 of us. We may not always agree. But I don't think that is the motivation, that you think that the senators are now trying, or the National Assembly is trying now to hit back at the governors.
You're not trying to fix the governors?
First, these positions were known. The governor was going to have money. Some of us were in the parliament, and we allocated money to counties, knowing that this money is going to the governor. Most of the senators were campaigning with the governors and telling people, my job as a senator is to go and look for more resources from the national level and come and give to the governor.
Okay.
They were alive to these things.
Right. We have to take a break now. This is Cheche, live on Citizen TV. Senate Speaker Ekwe Ethuro is our guest this morning. If you've got any questions for him, they're welcome. You can use the SMS number 22422, or you can tweet. The handle is @Cheche_TV.